Act 2, Scene 4. Month 6. The hospital ward. Early evening. Greg is lying on his bed, staring at the ceiling, hands behind his head. No one else is there. He's glad to have this time to himself. He has a lot to think about. Dr. Carey comes in, but not as briskly as usual. She glances around the room, her brow furrowed. She asks, "Greg, do you know where Neil is?" "I haven't a clue," he says. She murmurs, "I wonder where he is." Greg notices his doctor seems subdued. Apparently, she, too, has a lot to think about. Lorca comes in carrying her easel and a bag of art supplies. She glances at Chris, then begins to put her equipment away. Greg has been watching Chris. Sitting up on his bed, he says, "Dr. Carey, are you okay?" "Fine," she says, forcing a small smile. "Just a lot on my mind." "You sure? 'Cause if it's a guy, just say the word, and I'll kick his butt." "Thanks," Chris says, with a wry smile. "I'll keep that in mind." Greg gives her a soldier's salute. "Hi, Lorca," Chris says. "Do you know where Neil is?" "I haven't seen him," she says, setting her can of brushes on her nightstand. "Thanks," says Chris, as she leaves the room. Lorca has finished putting everything away, but she keeps fussing with her brushes, more concerned with their arrangement than she needs to be. "What was that about?" she asks. "Oh, I think Dr. C's got guy troubles." Lorca mumbles under her breath. Don't we all? Without another word, she chooses a book from her nightstand drawer and lies back on her bed. Greg feels the rush off and doesn't know what to do. He watches her for a moment, then picks up his guitar and starts to work on a chord progression. Though they seem absorbed in their activities, they glance toward one another surreptitiously, hoping to not get caught. Finally, guitar in hand, Greg walks over to the girl's side of the room. He sits on Stephanie's bed facing Lorca and stares at her. When she doesn't acknowledge him, he lays his guitar on Stephanie's bed, picks up her toy cat, and waves it at Lorca. "Meow," he says. Seeing no response, he complains. "How long are you going to keep ignoring me?" "I'm not ignoring you. I'm pretending you're not there." "Why? What did I do?" "Sneak attack." "What?" "Sneak attack." "Sneak attack?" "That's right, sneak attack." "Okay. Could you stop saying sneak attack and tell me what you mean by sneak attack?" Lorca gets up and walks to the neutral space in the center of the room. Feeling safer, she turns and begins to recite her carefully prepared defense. "Sneak attack. The only reason I let you kiss me was because I really didn't let you kiss me, so I really didn't kiss you. I mean, let you kiss me at all. It was a sneak attack." "Oh no, you saw it coming." He tells the cat, "She kissed me back." "I did not." "Yes, you did." He confides to the cat, "I could feel it." Frowning, Lorca puts her hands on her hips. "Listen, buddy, if I kissed you back, you'd know it." "But I do know it." He grins. "You can't know something you've never experienced, and since I didn't kiss you back, you never experienced my, kissing you back. So you don't know anything." Smiling slyly, Greg asks, "Would you care to enlighten me?" "Sure, I'll enlighten you," says Lorca, with a slightly inviting tilt of her head. "All right," Greg says. Expectantly, he swaggers towards Lorca. When he gets close, she turns to him and says loudly, "You're a moron. There. Now you're enlightened. I hope you use that information to better yourself." Feeling spurned, Greg turns away. "Okay. I can see you can't be serious about this. That's fine." "Serious? You're talking to me about being serious? You race toilets, for crying out loud. Hey, I happen to have a very keen interest in, industrial plumbing. Somehow that seems oddly appropriate, says Lorca with a smirk. Then she hesitates and adds, You know what I don't understand? Why you're interested in me at all. I'm not even your type. What makes you say that? I've heard your stories. Tiffany, Tanya, Sasha, Portia. Somehow I don't see myself fitting into that little brain trust. Those weren't real relationships. They were just, fun. Oh, excuse me. Now I see. What you really want is someone boring like me. Gee, when you put it that way. That's not what I meant, and you know it. Well, what exactly did you mean? Fun is only entertaining for so long, but then it gets boring. But you have complexity, mystery, depth. How do you know? Lorca asks warily. Takes one to know one. That's what I mean. How do you know? Hey, Greg says with a glint in his eyes, I have complexity, mystery, and depth. Okay, says Lorca. Say something complex, mysterious, and deep. All three at once. Should be easy for you, right? Greg pauses thoughtfully, then says, I'm a passenger. It's how I've spent my life. As a passenger, gazing out windows, interpreting those blurred figures that seem to have more meaning than I do. I don't know what life really is. I've only caught glimpses. But I've never felt it or tasted it or smelled it or breathed it in because I could never stop long enough to do that. He sighs and looks out the window, his eyes searching the horizon. My dad was in the military. We were never anywhere long enough to put down roots or really get to know anyone. We moved so many times I lost count. Turning from the window, he looks deeply into Lorca's eyes. Strange as it sounds, this is my chance to experience life, here, in this hospital, and I want to share it with you. Conflicting emotions pass over Lorca's face. Her mind is racing and numb at the same time. Quietly, she sits down again on her bed. Greg follows and sits on Stephanie's bed, facing her. With troubled eyes, Lorca asks, Do you really mean it, Greg? Because if this is just one of your come-on lines, you could really hurt me. Greg's voice is gentle and sincere. Lorca, I'm telling you the truth. All these years as a passenger, and I finally see my destination. He picks up his guitar and sings.
Love is the word that whispers to me. Love is the light I want you to see. Hoping I'm right to tell you now. Hoping our lives come together somehow. But don't wait for heaven. The dream fades without you. And don't cry for leaving the long cast shadow.
Love is the word you whisper to me. Love is the light I've been longing to see. Hoping it's right to trust love again.
trusting and
Hoping this moment is where we begin. We won't wait for heaven. The dream fades without you. And don't cry for leaving the long cast shadows. Don't wait for heaven. The dream's all about you. And don't cry for leaving the long cast shadows.
Pensively, Lorca walks back to the center of the room. I haven't let anyone get close to me since my mom died. When I left, my dad didn't even notice. My life has been like footprints in the snow. When the sun comes out, there won't be a trace. No proof I was ever here. I've been so afraid. Afraid to die? Afraid not to have mattered. Greg goes to her and puts his arms around her. Well, you matter to me. That's got to count for something, right? I'm here for you, Lorca. I mean it. I won't desert you. She leans into him, and they kiss softly. At that moment, Neil and Stephanie walk in and stop dead in their tracks. We seem to be in the wrong room, says Neil. Greg glances at them. We were just leaving. Putting his arm around Lorca, he escorts her from the room. Stephanie and Neil watch them go, their mouths agape. Greg and Lorca? Neil says incredulously. I didn't see that coming. Oh, I did, says Stephanie. When you put people together under certain circumstances, things are bound to happen. But Greg and Lorca, he shudders. Why not? I think it's rather romantic. Who knows? She leans toward him and nudges him with her elbow. Maybe we'll be next. They take a long look at each other, then shake their heads, step back, and say in unison, nah. However, in a way, I envy them, Neil says thoughtfully. They have all the good stuff and none of the bad. How's that? In most relationships, there's the excitement of first love, and then it wears off and you start noticing things that really irritate you. You're right. They'll only have time to be in love. That's all they'll ever have. Yep. They don't have time for anything else. And actually, neither do we.
We don't have time for faking or fighting. We don't have time to make a mess.
We've only time for pure delight in whatever time we have left.
We don't have time to be complaining, have a fit,
Or have a cow into each minute still remaining. We pour the best of now.
We redefine the meaning of winning, having learned
And having dared, each morning brings a new beginning.
happy because we care for each other. Happy because we share together. Happy because we're here at all.
Don't you wish everybody knew this? Says Stephanie. Especially them, Neil says, looking out the window at the traffic and the pedestrians hurrying by. It's much harder for them. They get so distracted. Yeah, I feel sorry for them. Neil smiles at Stephanie. Me too. Let's go get dinner.